Well, I'm out to see what I can do today. Just walked into the woods. Just got a signal. Let's check it out. Yeah, turns out to be a chunk of lead. Pretty soft. I can squish it. Don't know what that is. Alright, let's keep looking. Well, my next signal was about a 23, 24 on the legend, which is just a little lower than a nickel. But I got my first relic. I've got my first collar stud, which they used to wear in their collars to hold them back when they had a tie on way back in the day. It's like a cuff link, only for the collar. I've got a few of these now, but that's a good relic. All right, let's keep going. Got kind of a funny high chirp. I don't know, I'm gonna have to dig that one. It's in the Indian head penny range. A little bit of a letdown, but that's why you gotta dig them signals. Those ball jar lids ring up right about the same as a penny. All right, let's keep going. Well, I thought this was a pin for a door hinge at first. Then I noticed it has a hole in it and a hole here. I'm wondering if it's some type of an old grease fitting. Not really sure on that one. Interesting anyway. All right, let's keep going. Well, when I first saw this, I was thinking a shut-off key or a winding key for a clock or something, but I see this hole through it. And I'm thinking it's some kind of a little shut-off valve for something. I'm not sure what it would be for, but that's just my guess. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, not quite sure what that is, but it sure rang up high. About a 58 on the legend. Aluminum. All right, I'm tired of digging junk. I need to find some coins, some cool relics. Let's keep looking. Well, I'm digging a lot of signals I've bypassed in the past, and I keep coming up with stuff like this. Looks like maybe like a winder for a clock or something. Who knows? I haven't found any really good high tones yet that'll bring me some coins out of the ground, but we're going to keep trying. Well, there's the first hem weight of the season. Let's keep going. If I don't find something soon, I'm going to head back to the truck. Well, if you watch my videos, you know I dig tons of silverware out here. Some silver, some plated. But I do seem to find a lot of these. Spoons that are made into baby spoons. This one looks like it's silver plated, but they fold them over so a baby can latch hold of it easier. I found a number of them like this. All right, let's keep going. Let's turn it into a day for silverware. Another silver plated spoon. All right, let's keep moving. Well, I just had a real sweet high tone, and I saw this come out, and I'm not sure what it is yet. Oh, it's a pin. Pin's still on the back. Let me clean this up, see what we got. I haven't figured this out yet. I'm wondering if it's military or Masonic. I don't know if you can read that. SPESMEAINDEDEST. Specimendest. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that is way too cool. That almost looks like black onyx. Maybe on the 32. I don't know if that is Masonic or not. I can't make anything out on the back yet, but it looks like there's more to it. That's why I'm wondering if it's some kind of military. Maybe German? I don't know. I'm going to have to do some looking on this one, though. That is way too cool. Pin's still intact. That is definitely my find of the day. I don't even care if I find any coins now. Oh, that's cool. Well, if I can figure out what it is, I'll put it in the video. First, I got to check this hole and see if there's more to it. All right, I'm going to keep looking. Well, I didn't find any more of that pen, but a couple feet away I did find this little fella. How cool is that? Little tiny watch key or I mean clock key or something. Maybe to a little jewelry box. I love finding little keys. That's a tiny little one though. It's just the size of the end of my finger. Nice find. All right. That's about it for the day. I'm gonna head for the truck, I think. What that was when it first popped out. It's another oyster tag. And that'll say Smith's Island, Virginia on it. They would hook them to oysters, and when they move oysters in bulk. All right, keep going. This one looks promising. 42, 43, sounds like a small signal. And I found silver dimes and Indian heads in this area before. 42, 43. We're gonna have to dig that one, see what it is. And I love it when I call it. I just saw it on the side of the hole. It's round. I'm pretty sure that's an Indian. Yeah, I see 1 cent on the back. Let me clean it up and we'll get back with a date. I broke into the 1800s again. I just rubbed it a little bit. I can just make out 1892. I'll have to clean it up more when I get home. That just made my day. Remember me saying I'm going to be heading back to my truck? It's like magic words, man. And once again, I'm heading back to the truck. Oh, there's my next target. Some kind of a clock gear or something. Alright, let's keep going. Hell, one more on my way out. Looks to be plated. Alright, still heading for my truck. See if I can find anything before I get there. Well, another day, another dig. Dug a couple ball jar lids so far. Here's my first item of any interest. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, found a little makeup compact. It says Melba on the front. I think I've found these before. That name sounds familiar. But let's keep going. Let's see if I can find something good today. Well, there's my next target. Half of a pocket knife. Thing's pretty busted up. Alright, let's keep looking. Well, I rechecked the hole, and there's the other half of it. Looks like the blade was broken off. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, my next target looks like the piece off an old oil lamp. Alright, let's see if we can find some coins today. Well, I can't come out here without finding some silverware. First spoon of the day. Alright, let's keep looking. Yeah, here's an example of the glassware we find out here all over the place. Manufactured expressively for Hotel Pantland, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah, it's all over the place out here. Alright, let's keep going. Well, I had a nice crisp 42 on the legend, and I've got my first coin of the day. Let's see what we got. Looks like it's going to be a weedy. I don't know. Let me clean it up. See what we got. Well, it's a pretty rough shape, but I did get a date. Pre-1920. It's a 1919. Alright, first coin of the day. Let's find some good stuff now. See if we can find some silver. Well, a couple steps away from where I found the Wheatie. Just pulled an old harmonica reed out. It was a screaming high tone. Alright, let's keep looking. I had hopes for this last signal. It's about a 46, 47. But turns out piece of a spoon handle, and I think it's aluminum. I don't think it's silver. It's too light. Doesn't feel right for silver. Alright, let's keep looking.